I've not done any warm-up, so... do some no reset runs. Remember everything you got to do here. I still got it. What the heck? I thought I had it. Why did... that was the second one, wasn't it? My console! It's my console! Kinda just want to do a full run here. The game will let me. Oh, no problem. Oh. It's beautiful. Now can I remember how to do this? No, I messed it up. Can't go back down, can I? Now, why can this one you do this? Come on. We did it. Okay. Let's see, where will this put me? That's going to be in my head about getting out of that ladder fast enough. I should have worked on that today. Just didn't feel like it. In theory, I should be able to get some golds in this section. That's a lot of... I don't think I was doing underballs or... or the new balloon. What? What? How is that not good enough? Alright, let's see if I can not screw it up. Too early, I guess? Is that too early? I've never actually done this on runs to follow. It's making me feel like pretty shaky for a PB, pretty shaky. I didn't brew any warm-up or practice or anything. I could get my power pack, and it just doesn't work great on my analog. It works weirdly. Like all the graphics mess up for some reason, so it's hard to see exactly what's going on. That being said, if I mess up that balloon a couple times, I probably will do it, because I did all that on a different TV too. I did it all on a different TV, and I did it all like a month ago. Maybe more. Don't even. It's a little better though, because since I had that other TV in front of this TV. Oh shoot! I messed up the. I'm gonna get the different pattern. That's all right. Hey, at least I knew. Predictable. Everything is predictable. I'm gonna keep going. That should be good. That should be good. How was that? Of course, it's not a gold because I took death, but that. All right, KLM Scorpion. It works. Never actually done that before. Somehow that was gold. Worse. Still got it. Whoa, ladder glitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, what do we do there? Wait, I did it! You see that? You see that? Did you see that? What? It didn't take the chicken death either. What was my score? Oh man, that skipped the chicken death. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What does that mean? Does that mean anything? I can't decide if that means something. Does that mean something? No, because you still have to climb up there. Right? So toxic. So you could do that and score no points, which means you could take points somewhere else, but that doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, it's just Apollo being Apollo. I must have this set on quarter speed here.
At least that guy spawned correctly.
I mean, he's already... Oh! No!
Oh game. Did you see that?
That wasn't PB pace anyway, right?
Clipped through the floor.
I don't think that was PB pace anyway.
At least that guy spawned correctly.
No, because he would have already been up there by then.
What was that?
That does hurt, though. Yeah, if you get 0 points, that means you could take points somewhere else, but do we care about taking points somewhere else? I mean, the whole point was that we wanted to save points so that we could die, just die immediately, so that's already too late there. So I don't think it matters, but I did, there you go. There, you can get 0 points there if you need it. It helps save some points. It helps save some points toxic, but my best possible time is no longer world record. But I will get a gold today, and that will be lowered. Yeah, we wanted no points somewhere else. Getting no points right at the end is actually not helpful. It is interesting though. It is interesting though. Like if you wanted to go up there and, I mean, I don't know, you'd probably just not take, well no, because if you want to take a death and you don't want to get any points, that's how you do it. Mark that down, write that down. It's the same as doing the off the ladder hold right, except I also jumped. I jumped at the last second. Yeah, that could come in handy there.
No way.
Although if you're that far behind, I feel like you just hang back. Okay. Thank you for the 1 year plus 40. Pouring one out for you right now. Thanks a lot. Hope you had a good holiday and a new year coming. Got New Year's Eve tomorrow. I don't know how I feel about finishing runs right now, but if I just want to finish another run or not. I mean, the biggest fear is not RNG messing you up like what happened there to crit there. That's not the biggest fear. The biggest fear is messing something up that you control. You have the perfect run and then you screw it up. That's the fear. That, you know, an Apollo situation. He's so lucky that he got a PB the very next day. He's so lucky. No one's going to understand the Apollo reference. Man, my console. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you just sat on it forever. Like if we didn't have the strats to make the run easier. Like imagine we were still sitting on no underballs, no quick balloon, all that stuff, and you had the run. That would have been. All right, let's finish this one. Oh! It can be done. I think on this TV, like when, well, it should be when the gray's gone. You should be able to do that. I don't know. Like, do you do that like when the brown terrain disappears? Oh, that didn't go up high enough. That was weird. Why didn't the screen scroll up? Well, I still got this. No, I missed that up. Yeah, it's like, so surely if I will see the gray, because even on the emulator, when the gray goes away, it works. In the emulator, I don't have any overscan. I don't understand that. What? Why is it over there? Why'd that happen? Why did that happen? What's up, JJ? That's not supposed to happen. I thought I understood the balloon. That's not supposed to happen. Well, it must be, but like the balloon doesn't start moving until you get to the key room. I think, oh, I know what happened. Maybe. When I got off the ladder, I only barely got off the ladder, like I didn't fully enter the room. And I jumped from there. It was a little weird. I was surprised that it worked when I did it. So I don't think that the balloon had started moving yet. Maybe? I don't know. I definitely did the room a little weird, but I did not expect it to be already going the other direction. That's a lot of movement. I mean, there's really nothing to it. You just tap the jump button. But if your computer is slow, if your emulator's being weird, there's nothing to it. You just tap the button. Get off the button. Well, now it's gonna be screwed up. I waited a little longer so it could be going left again. Didn't work. I saw somebody got like a 503 on the leaderboard. Somebody's in the top 10. That wasn't before. This one, this run could PB right here. The bow I would have cooperated. It would have helped. See, why doesn't that work? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Maybe I've got a lot of overscan on the bottom of my screen. That one was acting weird. Well, a big jump works, but it's not necessary. So if you can do a shorter jump, it's even faster, which is what I'm trying to do, which is silly. I mean, we're talking a quarter of a second here on a run where I'm 6 seconds to spare, but yeah, I wouldn't even jump at all if I were you. Just get your waist below the screen line and just let it roll. I mean, you have to jump to get to that position, but then after that, you just leave it. Another good one. Dude, it's cooperating today if I could just get it together. Come on. I see, like that. Like, I didn't jump, I screwed up, so it's gonna wrap. But that's free, it's easy. And you only lose like a half a second. It's no big deal. You shouldn't even worry about jumping, honestly, unless you're trying to get, like, big PBs. Man, this screen scroll's so weird. I knew there's no way I was gonna make that. I don't know what that was all about. Like the previous times, the screen wasn't scrolled up enough where you could see the level above. But that time you could see it. I don't get it. If you get a sub 6, though, you don't worry about, just get the elevator scrolled off the screen and then just stay on it. It'll wrap you around. Free. It's free. It's free and easy.
This is a beautiful party.
Yo!
Invited all my friends. Good thinking.
Crit Rocket Runner and Super Pitfall Fanatics. How's it going? I'm trying. I saw the platform. I've never seen that before, but I saw it. Saw your platform situation. Yo, what's up, Mikey? I saw you in the top 10. Congratulations. I don't understand why that's not working. I found a new thing tonight just by accident. We had figured out that it doesn't really help us that much, but we'd figured out that, like, if you missed the projectile at the very end, you didn't get hit by the shot, but you were worried about the points, you could hold right when you get off the ladder, and you'll go through the big guy. You'll still die, but he won't die. So you don't get the points. But I think the chicken still hits you. I think it does. But anyway, tonight I kind of did that, but I also jumped, and I was above the chicken hitbox too. So I didn't take points from either one of them. So I finished the game with 276.5 for my points. Or maybe it's 275.5, I'm not sure, but it was something. I don't know when you would ever need to do that, or when you would have the guts to do that if you did actually need to do it, but it's something.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Thanks for the follow. It's not gonna work. 280. You normally finish at 279.5, and you land on the chicken, which must be 277.5 at that point. Because the chicken's 2,000, but the big guy is 3,000. So that's why in the normal circumstances you can die to the chicken end, but not the big guy. Because if you die to the big guy, then you're going to mess it up. So that walking through him does help. You could save a PB that way. But since you're trying to die to the chicken anyway... No, you weren't. You're trying to die to projectiles. So yeah, I don't know. So maybe it doesn't matter what I did. Maybe what I did doesn't matter at all.
hi, Mark.
No thanks for following. Why would you want to kill the scorpion in the climb? So you could just keep jumping so you wouldn't have to pause? That's an interesting thought. I mean, the dream is that you could just climb up into the chicken. That's the dream. Because it is definitely slower to wait on the chicken, then maybe you miss the projectile, or you need to save the points, so you climb up and then hold right. Like, you're gonna lose time there, but... Well, oh! Saves half a second? Well, I mean, if you want to save a half a second, we can make that work. Because you can die, you can lose. Oh, you're still dying to an eel though. It's still 5k, isn't it? Never mind. Dang, that one was like zooming down. I think I'm not letting the screen scroll enough there. I think that's the problem. I need to let the screen scroll up. Oh shoot. I mean, the normal route, you're 500 points away from an extra life. 500. So, like, anything will get you an extra life. $280 is the extra life. So, just make it even. You have to make anything that you add, you have to take away. There's no wiggle room. Oh, you want the not get the life before. I don't know. That would change everything. I don't know. Come on, I just want to do the meatballs again. It's not gonna let me. Well, I've only been playing for 40 minutes. I've had 3 Moai despawns. There we go. I just need to let that screen scroll up right there. That's going to fix everything. Fixed. Are you still playing it, Mikey? It's weird how the jumping goes really fast in the middle, probably because there's no enemies, so it doesn't lag. This could be gold. This could be gold, actually. This should be gold. Give me the gold! Yeah! Ba-da-da, da-da. I mean, all that matters is that your best possible time looks good, right? Oh, bad turnaround. So bad. Oh, it was too fast. Kale and Spider too fast. Where are they gonna put me? Up here. Okay, I'm up here. I'm up here. Real runners understand, you know what I mean? You guys get it. You did not die here at all, right? At least I remembered. 4:50. Dude, that took 2 seconds off my best possible time. That's all that matters. You're gonna do it till you have a sub 5, dude. You're crazy, man. That's crazy. I'd say it's a lot of work, but Paula proved it isn't. But pretty much everything that I do from the moment I spawn on that bottom level is what you have to do to get that ball pattern. I wouldn't worry about it. I think the other pattern's a lot easier and only costs a half a second. do what Whitman does instead. I'm gonna miss it. But you shouldn't be worrying about that at all if you're just going for sub 6. You could get a sub 6 and wait on every single meatball pattern. Just sit there and wait at each one. I think White Hat's tutorial is really helpful for that too, because he talks about like if you die, you don't have the life. Just to waste on the Moai and like how to avoid the Moai at the bottom, which I think is really helpful to know if you're just trying to get through some runs. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious how to not killed by the Moai, but even just to know it's an option.
No way!
Ohio. Give it the 77 months. I don't know why is the thing not working? Oh, it's probably not on this this layout. Hold on, we can fix that. Go it on this layout? Yeah, it is. And then I do think it'll work now. Think it'll work now. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope New Year's gonna be good. All I want for Christmas is some nugs. No. Their website still hasn't even been updated. Like, they got bought by another company. But, like, their site is still, like, broken and just doesn't work. And, like, I just don't understand how you mess it up that bad. Like, you're in Kroger. Like, you've got your product in Kroger. Like, you've done it. You make the best fake nugget on the planet. You know? How do we screw that up? Bam, da 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 dun. Nugs with 2 G's. They were made by a company called Simulate. Harry! I knew that was too early. I knew it, and I did it anyway. When there is a wall, there is a way. That is the motto of Super Pitfall. I did get a little bit of good news today. I mean, kind of good but not great news, which is that the roof company that did my roof, they removed some animal proofing where those squirrels are getting in when they did my roof. So they're gonna fix it for free, which is great. But it would have been great if they didn't mess it up in the first place. Also, but they are gonna fix it. Man, you want somebody to come out and just like, just do what you want them to do? They won't do it. They'll only do it their way. I'm just like, I just want you to do this one thing. Just do it. And that's it. And they're like, nah, we gotta do this. We gotta do the whole 9 yards. Like, I don't want you to do the whole 9 yards. You'd rather just do nothing, I guess. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna rush it. Everything after that point is old news. We don't need to worry about it. It wasn't PU pace anyway. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, you're just trying to dance your balloon hitbox around. Alright, let's see if we can get a 5:15. We can do it. Ah, that's the heat seeker, man. We've got 2 good patterns and 1 bad pattern now. I feel like you could probably still survive the bad pattern, but it's the heat seeker. And I had that Expanse, the second Expanse book on loan from the library, on order from the library for so long that I ended up reading it on my phone and finishing it before it even arrived. So now I'm on the 3rd book. Pretty cool because the show like aligns pretty well with the books, so you can I would like read half the book and then watch half a season. Made it look good. The tease of the wall. It's so nice that this thing has the fast, you know, the hotkey reset. Like some people, their Nintendo's right in front of them, but mine's so far away over there. It makes me think of Vidtendo had like his setup and he was far away from his Nintendo, so he had like one of those like metal extendo things like a professor would use on the chalkboard. This long metal stick that he would use to reset his Nintendo. It's so funny. It's like his magic staff. It's kind of like, you know, when you hold it straight out, it's kind of like bending under its own weight. That's like you got like a fishing rod with a fish at the end of it. You're trying to like navigate and hit the button. Come on, man. My console! We'll see if the guy was like, for the bats, like, he's like, just seal it up, they'll find another way out. I was like, okay. I'll trust you. Could mean another way in. Could mean that. Not necessarily. There are ways that they could get out, but not back in. Because they kind of have to crawl in. They can't just, like, fly in. So, like, if you put a hole, like, the hole was facing down, they probably wouldn't be able to get into it. They'd just be able to fall out of it, but they wouldn't be able to get back in. Like, the little one-way things for bats are just simply like a tube that faces downward. They can't get in. Bats are kind of bad about it. Plus, I mean, I think it's only like 2 bats. Like, 1 or 2 bats dead in your attic is not a big deal. It's not like you're like 100 bats in your attic or something. But I don't really care about the bats in the attic. I wish they weren't there, but I don't really care that much. I just don't want squirrels up there. Yeah, I still got the camera, so I still know, like, but like I'm only pointing it at, you know, the one place that they're coming in and out, so I would know if they were continuing to find a way in through that same spot. After they fix it. But the guy said they like go around and they seal like every single spot under every single sill, like they do. They seal it all over, and it costs like thousands of dollars, like $5,000. I was like, I'm not going to do that. It's not that serious. Yeah, I think for bats you could just use like expanding foam. They don't scratch or burrow or anything. They just use holes that are existing. And that's what he told me. It was like, if you can reach the spot, he's like, just spray some stuff in there and that'll fix it right there for that one spot. I was like, yeah, I just don't want to trap him in. But if I see that, like if I see on my camera that 2 bats have left and not returned, I probably will go seal it up right away. If I'm trying to guess that there's only 2 bats up there. Well, the runs have really slowed down. Not being that picky. Thought about it. They don't like lights. I could put a light. Put like a big flashing bright spotlight in there in the attic. Come on! 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 Unbelievable. How could they give you one in the first second? And then nothing for 30 more seconds? Oh, Harry, I'm gonna get rusty here. Harry, 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 Harry. We'll take it. I think that's what it is, Apollo, is I do have some overscan on the bottom of my TV. I just need to get the elevator lower. And then it works. The heat seeker! I'll read your memoirs here in a second. You died of falling ceiling after water snake instead of water snake. You save 5,000. Then you could die to chicken and shoot the scorp. Yeah, but if you die to the falling ceiling, that probably just puts you right there, right? I mean, that's 2 seconds that you lose. That's a lot of time to make up. Like, the main problem with the snake, with the eel, whatever the heck it is that it does push you forward like so far. And there's really almost nothing outside of that water spot. There's nothing that puts you in a good position. When you die. You know? Yeah, we fooled around with it and there really wasn't anything else that kind of like puts you somewhere good. And it's just because you're in the water, so it has to put you up on the ground. The only thing that was close was actually in the same spot, which is that instead of going up and over and dying to that eel, instead you just, when you come up after the cage, just drop down into the water immediately. And there's an eel there too, and that will put you up. But the problem is that you have to wait on the eel because the eel is swimming to the right there and then has to come all the way back left, and it ends up being a half second slower. If the eel was not going right, if it was going left, it would actually be faster. You lose all that time just waiting for the eel to come back. And you can't swim to the right to get the eel or it'll put you on the wrong platform. So you have to stay on that side. It's like everything just works against you to get that one to work. Because that one would be cool to not have to deal with that scorpion and going up there. I would prefer that. And I tried screwing around with it to get the eel to go other directions, and it just, that one won't mess around. It's not, whoa! It's not like the spiders. Can't get him to move directions. Just another trap in the land of Super Pitfall. Even just a 504. Come on. I've never really used it or seen anybody use it, but I did make this emote. I was thinking that you could get enough of a clip that you would be able to skip the scorpion, but I couldn't. In my very few attempts, I couldn't get it to happen, and I was like, "There's no way." Like, it's going to be very rare, and you'd have to recognize it. See, that's the low jump. Look at that. Foot's dragging off the bottom there. I couldn't even wait that long. I couldn't do it. Well, the real dream was to clip into the wall at the caged lion, and then just jump up from there, so you don't have to turn around. That was the real dream. But you can't. As far as I could tell, you can't even clip into that wall, which sucks. But that would be cool. Imagine that. Just imagine it. Yeah, that's I guess that would also be pretty sweet too, yeah, to clip so you don't have to go all the way up. Clip left early. I've been forgetting to hold left, so I'm not even giving myself that opportunity. You might miss your chance. Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one. This is PBable. Let's go. PB, let's go. I kind of didn't want that to despawn, because then I would have been... There's too much pressure. A little bit of a high jump there, but it's okay. Well, you can wall clip into the ladder above the key, so you could go in that way to get the key if you wanted to, and skip all this. But it takes a really long time. But if you're the task, man, you got all day. I'm holding left. I'm holding left. Oh, I clipped. Oh, I clipped twice. Come on. Come on, Harry. It's got a lot of clips to go. Imagine them. Nervous. Not the fastest, but it certainly was good enough. Ah, why did I couldn't get the jump off. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We came through! We didn't blow it! We kept it together! We gamed over! A little bit of a screw up there at the bottom of that ladder, but not much of one. Not enough. I don't think that was more than a quarter of a second. A little bit of a screw up there, but that's okay. All right, we got to frame count it. And I'm sure it's a 502, but we can frame count it. Now, that's pretty good for a 117. Like if we take off that wall, like Apollo had like a 113. So you take off that, so that's 4 seconds off of this. This is a world record. Woo-wee! For context of all right, let's see. Let's get this. Let's get our VOD link here. We can look at the frame count. And copy that. All right, let's go. Sumwest.com. Frame count. Sumwest, the best site on the internet. Okay. Let's see here. Play. It won't play. There we go. Okay, that one. It's this one. Pause that. Let's go back. 1 minute. 1 minute. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay. Plus 1 second. 10 frames plus 10 frames plus 10 frames. 10 frames. Oh, that's 5 frames. Okay, so we're doing when Harry first appears, right? That's the rule. Oh, I did it. I did it on the 0-0. Oh, look at me go. Set start frame plus 5 minutes. Plus 1 second. Plus 1 second. 5 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 502.1. 502.167. Dang. That could have messed me up there. I could have had a 501. But I mean, 502 is freaking great, man. I can't complain about that. 502.1. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. Everybody who was here. Toxic, Paulo, Hio, Mikey, JJ, Unsatisfying, Roy Story. Nice to see you. All right, so let's save these splits. And then let's set. Yes. And then edit. So we can edit that. So 502. 167. We'll do that. There it is. Where does that put me? Where does that put me? Why am I going there? Super Pitfall. It's basically my homepage. So that puts me tied for 5th. And I would probably be Come on. Let's start counting the milliseconds, Apollo. Come on. Let's add it in. Tied for 5th ain't bad. We did it. Yeah, what's yours? What's Apollo's 508317? Yeah, so if I had Apollo's wall, that would have been world record. How is that possible? It wasn't that good. It's just his wall. It's just his wall. No skill, just wall. I think we keep going. I mean, that wasn't even that great, Kyle. What was my wall even on that? I wasn't even paying attention. What was my wall? Okay, so get there. 47, 48, 49. So it was a 50, but I was jumping. A 50 with a jump, which takes off. So it's kind of like a 49. So, I mean, there could have been some extra seconds to have there. Yes, around a 49. I mean, yeah, it could have been 3 seconds better, but I mean, it's hard to complain about, right? But and full Moai, like no skip or anything. Look at that. It took an hour and a half. This game's easy, man. And just imagine if I had a better console, if it wasn't working against me this whole time. Yeah, but what does it have any purpose? You're still trying to see about saving a life. I'm just not seeing like how. Oh, for shooting the scorpion. Oh, come on! Oh, did you see that? Oh man, Apollo, clip that one. That one I didn't even see. I didn't even see the stutter. That one I was just in. I was just in the wall. Is the VOD caught up to that yet? I want to see that again. You're still trying to see about saving. Let me see here. So I just want to see, like, is there any hesitation? No, I was just in the wall. Wow. That's crazy. I was just like, well, what do I got to lose? Like, I'll do a full jump there. But like, it didn't even stutter, man. Like, that's the real insta wall that we've never seen. I don't know that we've ever seen like an actual, like even Whitman's. It did stutter. I mean, he did hit the wall and then he went into the wall. But like the dream would be to you just jump and you're just in the wall. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Harry like took off like a rocket there. I just want to see you. So if you come in here, you go like that, and you go like this, and you go. It's too confusing for my brain. I gotta keep with the shorter jump. Learn something new every day. I don't know if there's enough of us playing this game and talking about it. I don't know. I hate when people make a Discord for everything, but I almost think we need a Discord. Or like a dedicated channel on Best of Ness or something. Probably its own Discord. You could have tutorials, you could have cool think of all the clips we could be sharing, you know? All the best moments, PBs, routing questions. See if we can get him to turn around. One of these times I'm gonna jump through them and everybody's gonna pog. It's gonna be great. Can't believe I got a first ladder clip. Ice cold. Dude, imagine if I got a 5 flat tonight, or something sub 501. Sub 501 would be brutal. Not to me. Call an ambulance. But not for me. Bam, 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 bam. I'm just realizing I can't I can't highlight this and then export it to YouTube anymore. Unless I have 5 minutes free. I don't think I do. I think I'm like 99 hours and 99 minutes or something. Yeah, I think that's more or less the way the task goes. They go all the way down there. But I just don't see... I just can't find any way that you can get that diamond without doing the wall clip. Everything's too roundabout. And if you're getting it, if you gotta get the diamond and you gotta do the wall clip, you might as well do it up front. I don't know, someone will solve the routing and did do it a different way and come up with a cool strat someday, I'm sure. Well, I mean, I don't know if you know all the history, Mikey, but the olden days, when they didn't use the balloon really at all, they clipped again where we're doing the clip with the balloon now. And that was a left clip. So you had to clip 3 times, like, you know, do a triple clip there. So you had to clip into the wall 5 total times between those 2 locations in one run. I just imagine no one really did runs of that game very much back then, because that would have been really bad. Like you can get to where the diamond is without doing the wall clip if you get the item to unlock that barrier. But to get that item, it's also really far out of the way. Like it's not on the way to any other item. So I don't know, I couldn't make it work. Like even if you could magically clip into where the key ladder is every time, I still think it would be slower until there was something else to do, but I mean, I think the balloon's cool. I think the run is cool as it is. It would be a real shame if you didn't beat the game by gaming over as well. And it's a sub 5, you know. Every good NES game is sub 5. I mean, if I had a better wall clip there, I would have been too nervous and I would have messed everything else up. So I think it worked out just fine. Except that it was a 502.1. That part sucks. But it only sucks because we don't have milliseconds on the leaderboard. But file a complaint with the mods. Look at him go! Look at him go! I suppose I should be generous with my frame counting. I'll just submit it as a 501. 501.9. We'll see what Apollo says when he reviews it. Yeah, but when I'm frame counting, I'm just being generous, just to be sure. Just to be sure, I'm going to start it after I shoot the first frog. And before I jump to save the princess. Just to be real careful. I mean, if 4:57 is the best possible time, why is Apollo only got 4:58? Why is he settling for less? Yeah, can we remove loads? Can we remove loads? Can we do that? I'd knock about a minute off the run. And gain timing. Yeah, let's remove the lag frames too. Remember when they were gonna give Cosmic the world record even though he had a lag frame that put his run one frame behind? They were gonna give him the world record. And there was some kind of debate about that. It's like, guys, lag counts. Who knows? They could not be. I'm sure they are. I'm sure. At least within a frame. I mean, when they played Lost Levels, they would, like, because the loading times, the disk drives had belts. Everybody's was different. Everybody had to calculate their own load time. Now that's a pain. Ooh, that's a good one, Apollo. That's worth checking out, actually. I didn't think about that. You could save time on the loadings. I mean, what if you... Oh, shoot. What if you mashed start, you know? Like, what if you mashed start during the load screens? And it made the loads take less time? What if? I'm gonna mash start right now. Did it work? Oh, I'm gonna die. Dang it, 2 in a row. Getting too eager. Everything matters. Everything matters. If you messed up, that's fine, but don't say it doesn't matter. It matters. I mean, I assume that the tasks cannot be hardware verified. I just assume that's the case. So whatever they're doing is kind of meaningless. I mean, your inputs do affect it, though. I mean, in some ways, so. All right, I'm mashing select too. Mashing select and A. I'm a Ninja Gaiden runner. It's not working. I shoot bullets. It's fun. It's fun to shoot bullets. What do you guys have against fun? You just want to walk and hold right into a wall? No, man. We could be holding right and jumping and shooting bullets and hitting select if you want. Could be doing all sorts of fun things. It's fun to do bad things. Can't waste all your bullets, though. You do need a couple bullets left over. Don't waste them all. You know what we need? This is like the old days of Twitch, but we need a trivia bot. This run especially, we need a trivia bot. Give us something else to focus on. I want to name other flags that have red, white, and blue. France, Russia, not Spain. Spain has yellow. Only red, white, and blue. Czechia. England. Well, UK. I mean. Chile. That's probably it. Is that the list? Dominican Republic, possibly. Panama. One of these days. Ooh, Australia, that's a good one. And New Zealand as well, then. Probably, Liberia. Cuba. I mean, we're coming up with a lot of red, white, and blue flags. I gotta say. Pretty good. I don't even know what you mean, Toxic. How many places? Everywhere had a flag before and after. My head, Serbia's flag also could be red, white, and blue, but I'm not sure. Serbia never flies their flag, so it's hard to know. I just show it in here. Serbia. Oh, it's got that symbol on it though. Okay, gold. It's got gold on the top of the symbol, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count. False alarm. I mean, probably, but I don't know. That's tough to say because a lot of countries were created after the United States as well. So places have changed their flags. Oh yeah, Norway has the blue line in it, doesn't it? Yeah. Norway. I think Norway, Iceland too, right? I think Norway and Iceland have the cooler of the best Nordic flags. England is just red and white, but UK is red, white, and blue. There's your Iceland too. Iceland's also red, white, and blue. I think the predominant red of the Norwegian flag is a little bit better, but I do like the double line thing that they have going on, that Norway and Iceland have going on. What about oh, I guess it's got black on it, huh? I was gonna say South Korea, but red, white, and blue, and black. Ding, day do dong. Everybody get caught up on Stranger Things. Ready for the big finale? The big finally? Eventually it's gonna work. Oh, dude, I gotta upload this this run, this PB. All the subscribers from Linus Tech Tips are gonna be pumped. They're gonna be like, he's back. He's still got it. Well, at OBS, you tell it what you're gonna stream at. You stream it whatever you want. Now, if you don't, generally speaking, if you're not an affiliate, it's not going to give you quality options on the other end. So people watching you, they're just going to have whatever you're streaming at, and that's it. The transcoding. So you won't always have that feature from the viewer perspective. But you can stream it whatever you want. You want to stream at 720p? Stream at 720p. That's what I usually do. I'm surprised I'm streaming 1080p by accident. I forgot to change it. I would have been streaming at 720p instead for retro games. No point in 1080p. Yeah, if you're streaming retro, stream at 480p. Who cares? No! Shoot. That's what I get for trying to multitask. Yeah. Unless I get Moai skip here. I didn't get it. Or if I did, it's not gonna matter. Five pointless deaths, it loses half a second. 3 balloons where you wait for score. 3 balloons where you shoot score. Average it saves 0.7 to shoot the scorpion, huh? Saves 0.2. So you at the end you have to wait for chicken and wait for projectile. Hold right through dude. What about hitting the scorpion? How easy is that? And you have to jump before dying? Ooh. I mean, if you miss Scorpion, maybe you can react in time to say, oh, I'm not going to keep jumping then. I'm jumping off this. I'm trying to, like, think about what you're saying and play at the same time. It doesn't work. Yeah, but I mean, when would you go for that? Honestly. Like, imagine you're on, if you're on like 458 and you're like going for that. Yeah, I guess you could without fear. I guess you could. But what if you're on 457 pace? Would you dare? I mean, I guess it's all about that, whatever your splits are telling you at that time. Because you have to decide that so early. You have to decide that 2 minutes into the run. Yeah, and it makes sense for you. Because, yeah, you're not going to make it. Without Moai, you're kind of screwed anyway, so. It gives you something to do. You know, on all those runs when you're going to have a 47 wall and you want to save time, on all those occasions, that happens so often, there's no way you would mess it up. I don't know, I think we need the Discord. We need the Discord for sharing this stuff, man. You get everybody's mind thinking about it. Have people trying it, coming up with better ways to do it. Because you're saying the pointless death is not free, but maybe it could be. Maybe it could be free. Yeah, I can't do it. You're the mod. You're the Discord mod. The speedrun leaderboard mod. So you have to do it. Hopefully everybody joins though. Picture this. You're doing Super Pitfall runs. You join voice chat in the Discord. That way, you know, you have somebody who can join and talk to you as you do it. I mean, I would say generally those Discords are meant for anybody to join. Because half the reason to join is to, like, learn the game. So as long as you're, in there not causing any trouble, I don't think it matters. Now, if you don't run the game and you're in there tossing in 2 cents about stuff everywhere, that'll drive people crazy, and they'll Apollo kick you out. Like if you join the like the Super Mario Brothers Discord and you're like, why don't you grab the bottom of the flagpole? You're grabbing the top of the flagpole. That's slower, obviously. Grab the bottom of the flagpole. Then you know you're gonna get kicked out. Ooh. Oh, if the Moe despawns here, it could be good. Come on, Moe. Go away! I think this is actually slower, so... Ah! I tried to cut it as close as possible because I knew it was slower. Oh, I mean, I was like off the... I had like 2 pixels in my head. Yeah, I think I have the screen cropped a little too much at the bottom. Ah, shoot. But I don't know of a good way to check that. It's probably cropped a little too much at the top, too. Let the demo screen load up. Yeah, I mean, it's cutting it off, but it's like, I have it cut, like cutting off like the garbage stuff. But in this game, it doesn't have as much garbage stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what Apollo got to, so... I mean, 0.7 is a lot. I can't believe we're waiting that long there. Doesn't feel like it. And how many points is the Scorpion? 2,000? No! Don't ladder glitch there very often. I don't remember if I've ever ladder glitched there. Oh shoot. And then it gets totally wasted. 2,000. So yeah, if you didn't kill any frogs, you still not enough, man. The game is too perfect. I mean, what's the difference between dropping down on top of the chicken at the end versus taking the projectile to die? Because you also have that as an option. Because he shoots pretty fast. Like, you know, we usually, like, if we're doing that, we're in a panic. But if you actually weren't in a panic, you could probably just drop off the left side and stand there and take the projectile. Oh, that's good. Actually, that's a good question. I've never tried that, but like, why not just do that? That seems so obvious that it probably was already tested by our forefathers. But yeah, why not just do that? Okay, write it all down and put it on the Discord. There's one. There's one. Come on! Come on! Because imagine all this is documented on the Discord and then, like, the next guy comes along and I guess the bigger problem is, like, you test it wrong. Someone comes in and says, he already tested it. They don't even look at it. Like, it's probably better to have someone looking at it when they shouldn't, but I don't know, maybe they look at it and they come up with a better way. Yeah, I think you'd want to walk off the left side, fall down, and then just figure out, like, how far right can you walk and not take any points? Like, do you have to just stand still? You have to move right? You have to move left? Because obviously you want to move as far right as you can to not get the points from the guy. And you need to be listening, because you might get the points after the black screen.
This is a beautiful party. You invited
Yo,
all my
Irexon.
friends. Good thinking.
Watam. What are you playing lately, Hyrexon? You've been playing something interesting. You generally always are, though. Hyrexon only plays good games. Okay, so you just don't drop immediately, and then you can still take death, but you don't have to walk left or right? Can you walk right at all? Like, what's the cutoff? I guess is the question. Don't walk left. Don't walk right. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty nice. And that probably is not a long wait. That's probably less of a wait. Maybe we should have been doing this the whole time. You're playing Super Pitfall? Oh, okay, you weren't playing Super Pitfall. Okay. I got really excited for a second. Oh, Hammer and Harry. That's right. It's a good game. It's a good game. Man, I've been getting some... Oh, that's... Oh, God. He thought about it. He thought about it. Ah. Bummer. It was an okay clip, but fortunately it was as good as my current clip. I already can't PB anymore. It's already out of the cards. Unfortunately, everything after this point is basically as good as it's ever going to get for me. Unless I shoot the scorpion. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going scorpion hunting. I don't know how to do it. This will go poorly. But we're gonna do it. Well, if you want to get in on it, Herexen, Apollo's gonna create a Discord so we can all get in there. All right, here we go. We're gonna shoot that scorpion. Oh shoot, I went way too... I was thinking about the scorpion so hard that I forgot to, let's see if I can still do it though. No, I can't. Dang it. I wanted to try it. So you have timing yet? How much time do you lose by waiting on the chicken to fall? We're coming up with new strats just off the dome. I mean, you can just be real, like, don't even start it from when you jump or anything. Just start it from, like, when you get onto the ladder. That way you don't have to worry about the other stuff. From Raw to Despair. Okay. Oh, you're still flashing at that point? I mean, still, that's like 1 frame, right? I guess it's 2 frames because it's 30 FPS game. Still close enough. Still want to average it, I guess, because yeah, sometimes you can grab the ladder a little sooner or a little later. I don't know. I don't know, I trust you to figure it out. It does help, Irexen. There are no frame-perfect tricks in this. And you can buffer your jump. So it's like, you don't even have to have frame-perfect jumps or anything. This is such a forgiving game. The only thing that's not forgiving about it is all the things you cannot control. Which is almost everything. But other than that, everything that you can control is super easy. So it just depends how much you're willing to let the game control you. And if you don't mind that, then this game's great. It's just a roguelike, you know? Does it matter where you jump from, Mikey? Like, do you need to jump? Can you jump immediately after you get off the ladder? I just realized I wasn't holding up and left on the... I wasn't holding up and left on that ladder. On the ladder clip ladder. I could have gotten off a little quicker. Cool, so you can basically just do it. Once you're off, just do it. That's good. Although we're trying to make that obsolete already. But I don't know, that could, I mean, that could be handy if we find something else, so. I mean, that lets you shoot the scorpion. But what Apollo's trying to test also lets you shoot the scorpion. Right? Or does it not? No, it doesn't. No, it does. I don't know, I can't even keep track anymore. I'll try to shoot the scorpion here. I figured that would be too easy, Apollo. That would have been figured out. You had Whitman and Whiteman on the job. They would have White Hat, I mean. White man. They would have found that one. Okay, we're gonna shoot the scorpion. Hey, that isn't hard at all. You're right. Except you have to, like, remember to turn right, which was a little confusing there, but... Alright, now how am I gonna save the 2,000 points? We're gonna do the free death, right? Is that what we're gonna do? How is that a gold? Oh, because I shot the scorpion, of course. Alright, that actually messes up the golds the best possible time. Maybe it's better I don't save that. I'll save it anyway, just to show off, but... Oh, look at that turnaround! You ain't never seen nothing like that. Oh, slow one. Okay, so we're waiting on the chicken, and we're waiting on the projectile. Just that easy. Oh, I died to the chicken, though. I died to the chicken. I think I should have jumped sooner, huh? Maybe I walked too far right? I mean, all those things considered, I was still pretty good. I mean, that saved it. But I don't know why. I've never done the point. I've never done the pointless death, so I don't know how that works. But I must have jumped too late because I did jump. The other option is like, what if you save the girl and then you drop down and land on the right side? Nah, that would take too. Because you got to walk all the way past her. Oh, so just get to the top of the ladder and then jump to the right. I walked to the right a little bit. So it wasn't that bad. I like shooting the scorpion was easy, but I don't like having to turn around to do it. We'll take the gold, even though it's 456. I mean, all these strats are just the real strats for the RGL event. Now, why is the best of Nest staffer running an event on the RGL channel? That's a question. Guy can't even drive his own car. I mean, Yells seems to have fun. I would assume Yells would commentate it, whatever channel it was on. I have no idea. Oh, I don't think Harry has a hitbox in his head. So you could probably jump up into the scorpion a little bit and be fine. Doesn't matter. If you gotta wait, you gotta wait. It doesn't matter how soon you get there. Yeah, that jumped way too early there. It's like a bus. Oh, I do, McFly, I do. I think I made like $1 last month, so... It's going pretty well! It's going pretty well. Dude, I've had so many of those just insta-clip like that there. I got a PB, McFly, I got a PB. A big one. So if I get the gears, are you gonna get gears, McFly? Are you gonna get it? It's $20, just buy it. Play it with me. Come on. Let's do it. How hard could it be? It's a short game. We'd only need to play it like 2 nights, probably. Surely we can find 2 nights to play, right? Surely. Yeah, I'll probably just get digital too. I'll buy it. I'll buy it tonight. I'll install it after the stream. I'll be ready for you whenever you're ready. I was looking, I think I am gonna try, like, I've got the, you know, I've got the Wii and all the stuff, the modded Wii, whatever, but there's like a Metroid Prime, I think it's built on Dolphin, but it's like, basically someone took the Dolphin emulator and then pre-configured it to run Metroid Prime trilogy really well. And like modded the stuff for it to make Prime stuff. So I kind of want to play Prime 2 again because I haven't played Prime 2 since it came out. It's been 20 years. And since I think that they're never going to make the remaster now, so I should just play it. Nothing to wait for. But I think I'm going to try that the Prime hack thing to play it on PC. And play it with like dual stick controls and stuff like that. And I think it works with like any controller. I don't know, I'd have to do a little legwork to make sure it all worked, but... And it probably looks good too. I imagine it's got at least some kind of... a little bit of smoothing or something. I remember like... not... I mean, I thought Prime 2 was fun, but I didn't like it as much as Prime 1 because I didn't like the Dark World type stuff. Like, the idea of just, like, running from safe zone to safe zone was not cool to me. But, man, I don't remember any of it otherwise. I remember you fight Dark Samus a bunch of times. And I remember running between those things. And then eventually, I jumped too early. Oh, I made it. And that eventually that dark world stuff doesn't matter anymore, so it doesn't affect you anymore, so that goes away, but that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. There was a, I don't know, it's just like, you know, like playing Sonic when you're underwater or something. It's like, you know, you just want to feel safe. You don't like that in your head the whole time. But the devs, it's in Japanese, so there's like some translation questions, but the Prime 4 devs basically kind of acknowledged that it didn't, the Prime 4 is rough around the edges for a few different reasons. But they'll do better on the next one, basically. was kind of what they're implying. It seemed like they're kind of saying like, yeah, we didn't like this, that, and the other, but it was too late. We couldn't fix it. We had to get the game out. It was just kind of... Which is not the Miyamoto motto. About a delayed game is still a great game or whatever. Samus Bring Peace, Samus Says Peace. I don't know if they talked about the ending in the article, but so as long as they make a Prime 5, I mean, according to what I read, like the Prime remaster sales were relatively garbage, but the Metroid Dread sales were surprisingly good. I mean, Prime was just a remaster. I don't know why they would expect that to sell very much, but I mean, I guess it's $40, so maybe they think it'd sell more, but I mean, it sold more than 1 million copies. I don't know what else you want. Yeah, it is. I mean, it was very much like, oh, you get this beam. Oh, you get that beam. Oh, you get that beam. Now you can open that door. Oh, you get that. Like, it's just, you know, it followed a pretty standard progression. Which doesn't really bother me. I mean, that's kind of just the way the game will always be, but I would want it to just have I just want the level design to be interesting. Now, they also were developing for the Switch. Like, what if they made the next one for the Switch 2 only? It's like, I would just want the level design to be as interesting as they can make it. And Prime 4 had a few cool, interesting level design things, but since they were all disconnected, it made it not as interesting. Like, if they connected those worlds better and had the interesting level design, I think it'd be cool. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, for the most part, the enemies were kind of all the same across Prime 4. They didn't have a lot of unique. There was some unique stuff in Fury Green had a few unique things. But I mean, similar to the problem that Prime had, like those, whatever they called them, Reavers or whatever they were. Just like space pirates. Those are kind of a little too universal. I mean, there's a few unique enemies in each area in Prime 4. They just weren't like that fun, I guess, or that memorable. One of these days. A lot of talk from a guy who has barely played it, McFly. When you've actually been in the mines like I have, you'll notice those subtle differences. Yeah, is that the first Metroid game ever where you don't kill a Metroid? It's gotta be, right? The first ever Metroid game where you don't fight a Metroid. I'm serious, McFly. I'm gonna buy Gears 5 after this stream. You better buy it. You gotta commit. You gotta commit. You're gonna play me. You're gonna play Gears with me. We're gonna play through it. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. For the rest of your life, we'll play Gears. I'll send you the receipt. A 2026 resolution. You will play through the Gears remaster campaign with me. You will visit. You'll come visit for the Arcade Expo. Dude, it's rough, man. I've got like things to look forward to, but not until May. Like I'm not even going to GDQ, man. It's like it's gonna be a long 5 months. But once May comes around, things are gonna be hot and heavy. Well, May we're gonna go up to Chicago. Chicago and Indy. Apollo's gonna come out. Also in May, I'm gonna go to Japan. July, go to Open Sauce. And then I would like to, there's so many things like in a row like that it doesn't, like I just don't know if I can justify it, but ESA is in August. Like I just like on the, like I kind of want to consider going to ESA. It would be cool. I'd love to go to, I think it's in August also, though. I'd love to go to Berlin to the GeoGuessr World Championships. But I just, the matches are so, they have so much downtime between them. This is probably true at like lots of esports events. It's like I just feel like the experience at home is probably better than going in person. But it still would be cool to go in person. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But what about Rocket League or League of Legends? At least League of Legends, like the matches take like 45 minutes or something, right? Also, like, you know, they don't, like, you know, no offense to the commentators and stuff, but like, they got nothing to say. Of course, I say that, I skip over all with the stuff that they say. Maybe they do have something to say, but in between rounds, they got nothing to say to enlighten me. I mean, other than like, you know, a little 30-second clip about who each player is, kind of knowing like their background, like that's kind of interesting. But then they're like, how do they think they're feeling? It's like, oh, you got to get momentum. Like, it's like, you know, it's GeoGuessr, guys. Like, they just they guess locations. And every match is like, oh, I'm really excited for this match. I'm really excited for this match. It's going to be really interesting. We got to see what happens, you know? Like, it's like, yeah, okay, we know. Like, there's just not enough, like, going on between matches to talk about it. And then, like, they schedule all the matches, too. So, like, if a match ends early, the next one doesn't start early. So there could be a lot of downtime between them. Yeah, Evo seems to go pretty fast. Plus, like, every match is, like, exciting and stuff. I don't care. I wish I could enjoy Evo, because, like, it does look like a lot of fun. I just don't know enough about the games to really have that excitement about it. A little bit with the Smash Bros. Stuff, I could sometimes slightly get into it. I've tried watching some of it before, like the Street Fighter stuff, and I just don't know enough about it to get into it. Not like GeoGuessr. Yeah, that's when I would watch it too. I mean, long time ago. I haven't watched it much more recently. And I like how much everybody enjoys it, you know, like if everybody's loving it, that's fun. Like the crowd's going crazy. I mean, in a way, I'm less interested in going to the GeoGuessr stuff because it's in Berlin. Like, if it was in Stockholm or Copenhagen, it might be more interesting to me. But I also haven't been to Berlin since it was called Berlin. Last time I was in Berlin, it was called West Berlin. So it's been a while. And unfortunately, the Tetris World Championships now are in June, where like everything else is going on, so it makes it hard to go to that. I would go to that if it was like any other time of the year. I would much more consider going to that. It was great when it was in October. There's nothing else going on. Absolutely, I'm always considering that. Might not even be my choice. They may not let me back in. I'll ask for my social media. They're like, all right, you can watch all my Twitch VODs. You can watch my election night stream. I was very excited. The practicality of living overseas is, I don't think would ever make it possible to do, but it does seem like it would be pretty sweet. Like, imagine not having to, like, imagine the idea of, like, if you didn't have a job, that all it meant was you wouldn't be having the job income, and you still had your health insurance and stuff like that. Imagine the freedom that gives you. The downsides would be if you ever wanted to do stuff in the United States, it's a really, really, really long flight. And it would be really expensive to be flying back and forth. And I would miss my family. Not my immediate family I would bring with me, just to be clear. I mean my extended family. But then, like at this point, like the kids are too old. Like I would feel bad about upending their lives. But at the same time, I feel bad about leaving them here in this situation. Like, you know, it's a tough thing to say because, like, you know, they could go to college for free if they lived in another country. They'd have healthcare. Not going to Taiwan. I would not go to Taiwan. I would probably not go to Ukraine. Where else would be a bad spot to go? At this point, I'd probably not go to Venezuela. Wouldn't want to go anywhere where the the anxiety would be about an actual war. That doesn't sound very fun. The other problem is like the places that I would enjoy the most, I don't know if they're actually would be that great. Like they would be great for all the on paper reasons. But Northern Europe is actually very far north. And you get a lot less daylight. Like the stuff like it would be colder, more cold, more snow, less sunlight. Like that type of stuff that, I mean, that kind of matters, you know? I don't know how much it matters. I'm not sure. Like, is that a trade-off for not being afraid you're gonna get gunned down at the grocery store? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, Hawaii would be cool. You have to worry about volcanoes, fires, tsunamis. There's a little bit of I mean, it'd probably be fine, but when you're like on an island, like, and you gotta get somewhere, like if you gotta go somewhere else, being like on an island is a little stressful. But I think Australia would be cool. Australia has its own problems. I mean, I don't think New Zealand, everybody leaves New Zealand to go to Australia, so that makes you think Australia is probably a little better for that reason, but Australia's got the same housing crisis, only worse than here. They've got really bad, they've got even worse gambling problems than here. If you want to go anywhere from there, it's really, really, really far. I don't think it'd be too bad or anything, but it's so far. Yeah, well, I think the internet has improved quite a bit, JJ, from what it used to be. Like, I mean, it used to be just absolute, just unbelievable garbage. And now it's not as bad, but it's not as good as other places, but it's not as bad. I think they have caught up enough that you would survive. They are pretty protected from warring factions. They would not be. Definitely not New Zealand. Probably not Australia either. They're definitely kind of forgotten out there. Like that kid that in Denmark who, like, yeah, I don't know if it was like a hunting rifle or something, but he went to a mall in Copenhagen and started shooting people. I think like one person died, but like that was such, like, they made a movie about it. Like, they made a movie about it. Like, that's how big a deal it was there that happened. So, like, here, that's like, I mean, that's just another day of the week. Yeah, you'd also have to worry about like running into kangaroos and having a crocodile bite you and finding banana spiders under your bed. Crikey! It's probably no different than kind of deer. Just as likely to run into them. And I was describing the wildlife in our backyard to our Australian friends. They're like, wow, really? You have deer just like in your backyard? Like, I thought that was so cool. I'm like, yeah, no one cares about that though. I mean, you guys have kangaroos, that's so much cooler. Oh geez, I fell in. All their birds are so much more colorful and stuff. What are the birds that make that sound? Are those... That's not kookaburras, is it? The one that go... Like they've got those things? Yeah, we've got opossums, which are kind of weird and gross, but they've got possums that have like cool tails and hang from trees and stuff. We'll probably go back to Australia again eventually. $2027, perhaps. They are, Apollo. Can you believe it? When you misspell opossums as possums, you're not actually misspelling. You're just describing a different animal. I didn't really know that either, but in Australia, they have possums hanging from the trees in their parks, and they're cool. Kind of adorable, a little scary because they want to get food from you. Like they're kind of like big squirrels. Like they get a little too close. You're like, hey, back off. They definitely treat them like squirrels. And they're like, they don't have squirrels. I think the possums eat too much food. The squirrels haven't taken hold. They have like some area of Australia has one type of squirrel, but for the most part, Australia doesn't even have squirrels at all, which is really weird because I mean, around here, there's squirrels everywhere. Even in Massachusetts, we didn't have that many squirrels. There's like darker color, like gray squirrels there. Yeah, no, there are actual possums. No opossums. Learn something new. I only know because I went to Australia. Go to Australia, you'll learn that. Dude, we haven't heard the balloon song in a long time. Yeah, we went to like a wildlife place and they had a sugar glider there. The wombats were awesome. I love wombats. I didn't know I liked wombats so much. Wombats are so cool. They were definitely my favorite Australian animal. I mean, next time we go, we would probably only go... We probably would skip Sydney, Apollo. We'd only go to the Melbourne area, but you could join if you wanted. It's cool spots. Now it's not 250 because the Rhonda gives you 50,000, so you already have 220 when you get up to that point. No, you don't. At that point, you're already on your last life. That's why you burn the life. If Rhonda gave you a life, how would you game over immediately after getting Rhonda? Think about it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It goes 50K, sometimes 50K, sometimes not 50K, sometimes twice 80K. Sometimes you got to reset a few times. Oh, did you ask ChatGPT? Yeah, they're going to know a lot about Super Pitfall strats, that's for sure. There's like 3 or 4 possible resources online about Super Pitfall at all, so they're all going to be referencing the same things. If you pick up gold after it fixes it at any point in the run, or is it even after you reset? Because I mean, the diamond glitch isn't permanent even if you reset, right? I mean, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Yeah, where would you get the gold, though? I mean, there's gold at the top of the meatball run. I don't know that path. I mean, that's really your only option if you got the diamond glitch, though, because you still want to take the Moai death. Yeah, the run's dead. All right, can we get one more run in here? We've basically done jack squat. Like, we're like, oh, look what we did in the first 90 minutes. No, we've done jack squats then. Fall down before meatball run at the foot of the ladder. I guess there is gold there, isn't there? I mean, if you had like... If you noticed that you had diamond glitch, and you got a perfect wall, Moai skip, and you're like, this run cannot die. Maybe that is a solution. Of course, is it a 500 point gold? Because you'd still have to make that back. You could jump the frog, I guess. Do a lot of improvising. This is all good stuff. This is all good stuff for the Hit the Wit event. All the stuff in your back pocket to not ruin your run. My jump sound is permanently gone. We don't even need it. Oh, it's back. Come on, Moai. Ah! One of these days, man, I'm gonna make that jump. 9K? Okay, yeah, that that is definitely over. At that point, I would rather just skip the Moai death, take an extra death at the end. You'll probably die somewhere else anyway. Da 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 da. Oh, he did it. He created the Super Pitfall. All right, we need a clips channel. We need a route discussion channel. We need a new runner question channel. Need a Super Pitfall meme, you know, memes channel. Come on, Eric. Come on. You're right there. Just go. Oh, of course, now he goes. It's gonna happen one of these times. I'm gonna go break like that. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close to making it. He's almost got the hops. You dead cat. I was about to say, why would it be a dead cat? But I guess that's just maybe better than a chicken anyway. That's good info for the Discord. That's good info for the Discord. Could matter. Do-do-do-do. I think is once you get to the wall, you don't. I can just listen. I don't even have to look at the screen to know if I'm in. I'd like to get to the balloon one more time. So I mean, I'm only resetting at the 1 minute mark anyway. Like I'm not even making it like a tight window here. I wonder for maybe it's too boring for New Year's Eve stream, Apollo. We could do some GeoGuessr duels. No one else would care about that probably. Way to ruin the party, man. I would have fun though. See, that was like a half clip. Like, what was that? Come on, Harry. All right, this might be the last one. We didn't get the diamond glitch a single time tonight. Kind of crazy. Can never complain again. Yeah, you can do that. If you die in the shaft, that will happen. That's why you want to do a full, either just let it wrap or do a full jump. But if you do like a little half jump, you can get yourself to die in the middle of the shaft, which you don't want to do. So you want to do a full jump. That's why that jump is very dangerous. If you try to despawn it with a little short jump, it's very dangerous. It's better to just stand on it and let it wrap you. All right, I guess I'm going to be done then. I'm going to highlight this and upload it and stuff. But it was fun.